Hello everyone. Today I'm going to be making a video. I hope everyone is doing well, and today I'm going to be making a video on reviewing Saturday night's Melbourne victory Auckland game, who I thought played well, who how I think Melbourne victory played and all that. Firstly, I have to say, that it was a bit of a dour game. It wasn't the best game. Auckland just like to sit back. They've got some great defenders. They're very hard to break down. Although Melbourne victory did break them down in the semi-final last year away in Auckland. Auckland seemed to like coming to Amy Park to play Melbourne victory. Melbourne victory have not beaten them at Amy Park yet. And Auckland have not beaten Melbourne victory at their home ground either. I think it's called GIO Stadium. GIO Stadium, I think. Anyway, they haven't beaten Melbourne victory at their home. Melbourne victory haven't beaten them at their home. So I'm not too sure how much you can read into that. But usually when these teams play, there's not a lot of goals scored. But yeah, I really think Melbourne victory were missing the presence of Miranda and Valupale, and even Piscovo wasn't out there. There was quite a few injuries. Rawlins was suspended. I really was impressed by the debut of Stella in central midfield. I think he performed quite well. I know One Matter was on the bench, but yeah, Stella was quite impressive in his debut. I hadn't heard of him before, so I was quite impressed by him. Obviously, Jason Davidson was man of the match. I really think he did really well on the left back or centre back there. I don't know if he was think he was playing at left back. I don't think he was playing centre back Saturday night, but he can play centre back, of course. But he was really getting up the field. He was making a lot of forward runs. He was really getting involved at where he could. I really liked his enthusiasm and his work rate. I think it was really strong. Santos on the wing, he looked quite dangerous, I thought. He was making some good presses. He was really putting a lot of pressure on Auckland's defence, so I think he looked okay. Jelajic or Jegajic or whatever his name is, Keegan Jelajic or Jejajic, whatever his name is, from Brisbane Roar, number 10. He looked okay. I think he will only get better as time goes on. The only critique I have of Melbourne victory at the moment is their lack of striking power. I know Nikos Virgos is, I think he's good in the air, but I don't think he's good at actually striking the ball, and his dribbling skills aren't really up to the standard, I don't think. He's very good in the air, of course. He's very good at headering. He's very good at, but yeah, he's just his dribbling skills aren't the best, and his shooting for goal isn't the best. Jinrek as well, Jinreek or whatever his name is, he's not really up to, A-League standards, so I really think once Valupale and Piscovo and Miranda and all them come back, I know Miranda's getting a bit old now, but he still stiffens up their defence, and he still provides some leadership. I know Hamill is another one that's injured as well, so there's quite a few that are still injured. They have signed some good players. There's another player that they signed that's played a few games for the Socceroos. I forget his name. But Yeah, look, guys, overall it was a pretty dour game, and I think Auckland actually had the best chance. I was at the game as well. I attend every home game. I don't just attend when it's a derby, like most people only attend just when it's a derby. I attend week in, week out, regardless of the opposition, and I really wish more Melbourne Victory fans had the same enthusiasm. The only games they seem to have enthusiasm for is the derby, so... Anyway, it is what it is. But yeah, look, guys, overall, um, it was a pretty dour game, and Auckland did have the best chance when Jack Duncan come out, and he come out to try and try and save it or try and catch it, and obviously, I think it was. I forget his name for Auckland, had a chance. He was like 5 metres away from goal. I forget his name, but he that was the best chance, and it sailed wide of the goalpost. That was the best chance of the game, in all seriousness. I forget the guy's name, but it was the chance of the game. I thought it should have been a goal, but it wasn't. Melbourne Victory also had chances. Keegan Jelagic or Jegajic or whatever his name is, he had a chance one-on-one with the goalkeeper too, and he couldn't test the keeper either. So look, guys, overall both teams had very minimal chances. Auckland, I think, had the best chance of the game, and it ends up 0-0, and we move on to next week against Newcastle Jets, and I think Auckland, I think, are at home as well, so at 3 o'clock Saturday. So yeah, Auckland get to play their first home game of the year next week, and Melbourne Victory get to play away to Newcastle, which is not going to be an easy game. Newcastle have recruited some good players this season, I'm pretty sure, and they're not going to be an easy opposition to beat at home. So yeah, we'll see how we go, but go Melbourne Victory, and I think Rawlins and Miranda might come back this week, so that will stiffen up the defence a bit, but there's not too many outside of those two to come back in the short term, so we're just going to have to tough it out with some of these younger players. Although I do like Joshua Insignera. I think he shows a bit of promise as a young player. So, all right, go see you later, guys, and we'll hopefully bounce back and win next week against Newcastle.